Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is chump between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Out here all day. Shoot.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper. Recon. 132-5 snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And a quick throw here. That's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey.
From the gun, Herbert.
Boy, these motherfuckers, thank you.
Lined up incomplete. Play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It's taken to the 26. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 4.
Operating from the gun. Tank. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On third down. Tate forced out to his left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. On third and short,
I did not see that coming.
He may try and run for this.
That Herbert?
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. On second down, it's Elliott.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on third down, Tate. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half.
Fuck you, Fletcher Cox.
Turn into bigger runs later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That's complete to Whitaker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On first down, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Tate. Taken down
92
here.
speed,
Great
Fletcher Cox catches up to his ass. This game is so trash.
In there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Fuck me.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Off play action. Tate. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Put him in the deep middle 3rd. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Touchdown on the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
I mean, that's my fault.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Really thought I would get pressure, though.
An 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board.
Yeah, they usually don't last so long. Not even for my team. And
one play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big run that time by Elliott. 58 yards. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Flush to his right.
Why, bro? Why did you move off to the right?
Picked off by Ron
You got blocked in the back right there. But let's not
daylight. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Standing still when
Those
I press the
INTs
button.
all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Trying for the tight end, darts, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Watch one.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So Mike's number one. I smell fear.
Throwing on first down. Tate. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that
You
soda
just
down
does cover
in the foul.
two, but everyone on the
guess
field is
what? The
fucking
nickel
covered,
came
so
into
I
play
don't
well.
understand.
5 defensive backs. They
Corner
covered
route
well,
should be open.
allowed for the sack.
It's not.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
Deep middle
No, I
should
just
be
needed
open
the
if the
extra
corner's
nickel,
on open.
so you pay
It's
the
not.
so you pay the proper price.
How much were they, a dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Have someone
Give
come
him
across the
11
middle.
yards that
That's not
time
open.
on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10 to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A good pickup there, a 22.
Down. 50. Plant. Check.
On first and 10, Herbert, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a great return.
95 speed. Linemen are catching up to him, bro.
1:54 left on the
It was a
clock
good
here
angle,
in
but
quarter
what
number
movie?
2.
I just don't understand this game. This is better than that, so I
Reminder,
don't know
once
why
we
he
hit
did that shit.
halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I got wide. Lawton. 50. I'll get him. Go. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh?
On first down, Tate. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Under 10, 10. Watch the whip. Check.
10th carry now for Elliott.
Block him, bro.
Down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Tate. Being chased out left. He's going to take off.
Oh, my God. Let's juke right into him, man.
And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And
hopefully that was a user.
Touchdown, Eagles.
There's no reason why I shouldn't juke him.
And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Move. 4 down. Let's go.
2nd and 14. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 4.
Off play action. Tate. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
INT.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Intended that time for Cooper. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
Well, we wasn't supposed to stay with them all the way out there.
First down.
That's why I had that dude coming across the middle.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Tate, he's got this one complete to Perriman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Hey, here we go.
Throwing on first down. Tate. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
If we did, he sent the fucking house.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Tate.
What kind of fucking pass is that, dude?
Be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by
Look
the
how
linebacker.
his coverage just fucking covers everywhere, dude. On simple ass fucking formation. The same thing the Redskins fucking do.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he will find his man on the outside.
I read it too. Come on,
and he's
bro.
corralled at the 40.
He'll jump in front of it.
Not before picking up
Oh,
8.
not my guy.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside
And
the
don't make the
30.
tackle.
There he goes,
This happens every game.
right side. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I can do some shit I don't normally do.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert steps away to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, you! On the ball! Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Tate. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, gee, man,
they've completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hold on to it, man.
Second down, but this
My best wide receiver, bro.
Cooper was the intended target.
My worst wide receivers will fucking hold on to. My best one will drop it every
back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, Tate. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Tate. Buying time to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having.
Come in here and get all these fucking players, bro.
Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
I think he was the fastest linebacker in the draft. Look.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Tate. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. On 4th down, Tate, it's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Eagles defense able to hold. On 1st down, Herbert, he's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Tate flushed to play. He can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Probably just a sub. That's good.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Looking to throw.
Tate. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Break. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Mike 5-4. 3 ball.
Hey, orbit. Get.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Who the Lane Johnson is not that fast, though.
Down inside the
He's running like a
35-yard
five,
line.
or like a 24, guy.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to